What's up, everybody? It's Novix, and I'm bringing you the overview slash kind of review or thoughts of the Razer Taipain. Um, since I've had this mouse for probably 2 months now, no, a while ago I said I was gonna make the video. Um, thing is, I never come out with a video like within the time frame that I do, because I wind up getting busy. Most of the time, I make these videos, I'm not doing anything; they're just random. And after I try to make another video, I just get really busy and just kind of forget about it. Um, but I try to get back and come out with the content. But aside from that, allowing me the time that I've been away for not making a video, I've had a lot of use and a lot of thoughts have built up about this mouse. That way I can give you an actual opinion to what I think about it. So here it is. The Razer Taipan is an ambidextrous mouse. If you compare it to some of the other Razer mice, like the Razer Naga or the Naga Hex, it's about the same size. I mean, I like mice like this that do have a lower click, lower level to the ground. I like that. Just like a G9X is perfect to me. Cool Master Storm Spawn is good. It is shorter than, it's like an Imperator, to be honest, but with, of course, different profiling. I guess we could talk about like the build quality first about this mouse. So I love the rubber grips, and that's something that Razer is finally taking into consideration. I don't know why it's taken them years to understand the fact that nobody wants plastic, like shiny plastic on their mouse, especially on the side or the top. That just does not work. Um, you were using an Imperator. One of the main reasons I bought that mouse for $100 years ago. So I bought that mouse for $100 years ago, and one of the main reasons that why I put it aside, I literally used that thing for like maybe 3 days when I first got it, and just put it aside and didn't use it. I would randomly, months later, I'll pick it up and say, hey, let me try to use this mouse because I did pay $100 for it. Let me try to get used to it. Try to force myself, didn't like it, and then finally I started actually using it, and I still put it aside. Um, just because the plastic, it pulls sweat and it just gets all slimy, and you don't want to deal with that in the middle of, like, if you're playing Battlefield 3 all day or first person shooter all day or MMO all day, it gets slippery. So back to the Taipan's build quality. Rubber is great. The side buttons for my hand size are perfect and easy to reach. Um, the mouse wheel has a nice scrolling. It's like notched, so you're not going to over scroll. The DPI switching is nice and in a proper position. I do like it. It does have a comfortable kind of palm profile, and even if you're going to claw grip, it is kind of weird to get used to. Versus like a Storm Spawn or a mouse that's designed for a right hander or a left hander specifically. At first it was uncomfortable just because I'm not used to a mouse where it's the same on each side. I'm used to having, index, rest, and everything. But overall build structure, like the plastic material, sucks. This mouse feels cheap as hell. The sensor is awesome though. Tracking on this thing is perfect with my Razer Scarab, but this mouse feels cheap as dirt. Listen to it. It sounds cheap when you clicks. I mean, they sound good, but this mouse just feels extra cheap. Like, I don't know. And the plastic coating, you would think it's kind of like a rubberized finish. You would think it's a rubberized finish by looking at it, but it's just a smooth plastic. And honestly, that just feels cheap. I mean, it doesn't squeak or anything, but it feels hollow. It doesn't feel like you paid $80 for this mouse at all. Razer Synapse 2.0. If we go into the software side of things, I found that the benefit of what they were pushing with Razer Synapse 2.0, having it the cloud storage behind all these different systems, actually does benefit. I mean, building my new rig and in my old rig, I didn't have to do anything. All my profiles were saved just by downloading it, and that saved me a lot of time and headache. But I feel as though it's kind of stupid. It still should be some type of onboard memory up to the mouse, especially if you're paying $80, because that's kind of a gimmick. If you're offering free software, come on now, that's a gimmick. To me, it is. Now, I did also in the 2 months I tried the Razer Naga Hex. I had the Wraith Red edition. I will say to anybody that's looking for an MMO or MOBA, because I play League of Legends now, a MOBA mouse, I don't like it. And the reason why I didn't like it is primarily because the plastic. So what they did was they kind of put rubberized slash the same type of top plastic that's on a Taipain, sort of smooth, just kind of regular matte plastic. They put it on the side of the hex, and then they have rubber as a middle rubber rest, which is actually kind of comfortable, and it has mechanical buttons on the side. That's awesome and all, but when you put the top literally has nothing but plastic across it. It looks beautiful. Yes, the design, the whatever they did, it made it look beautiful. But the LED, even with the Razer breathing light, that thing gets hot. And I turned the light off here. It tuned down the heat because literally my hand was sweating. Like it would sweat. You know, you get up and you leave, and let's say you were gone for about an hour. You come back, it's nothing but pools of sweat near the fingertips of your mouse, and that happens every time. So whenever you wake up, you gotta wipe it off. It's disgusting. So the LEDs itself, literally, you can feel it, and it feels like somebody's pointing a laser. You know, it's like literally like a hand warmer. That would be great in the winter if your hands are freezing, but coming out, summer's approaching. I mean, how can you use that mouse in normal conditions? It's just unreasonable, and that's one of the main reasons I didn't keep it. It's just it feels disgusting, especially at the top. I mean, this is like 90% of contact on your hand. It's just nasty. It felt slimy. Overall, I'm happy with the Taipan. I was having issues though, so I disabled the right side of the buttons and Synapse 2.0. But even in League of Legends, if I make a mistake and press, and I have this bound to my summoner spells, if I make a mistake and press this, like flash for instance, if some of you play League, if I flash, that's like almost a 4-minute cooldown. Make a mistake and grip it too tight or readjust and grip, flash, that's burnt. And honestly, that'll throw the game for you. Um, so I don't know what's up with that. If it's a software issue, my stuff is all up to date. Other than pros, nice feel, nice rubber grip. It's pretty comfortable after you get used to how you got to readjust to holding it, and because it is different if you never use an ambidextrous mouse. Mouse wheel is great. The sensors are excellent with the new dual eight the dual sensor system, 4G dual sensor system. That is awesome for tracking on any surface. Mouse wheel is great. DPI switch button layout is awesome. Rubberized grips awesome. Clicks are really good. Unresponsive. Braided cable, win. Gold plated connector, win. Software, okay. Overall build quality is not worth $80 in my opinion. And I've bought over 6 gaming mice already. Not worth the build quality. They could have did better. And I think the same issues, people that bought the Ouroboros were having the same thing with the build quality. They said that the plastic feels extra cheap, but I was going to get that mouse, but of course they had the DPI glitch with the side buttons. Whenever you switch DPI, it just literally your mouse cursor either stopped moving or just was whacking out. And I asked them on their Facebook page, if they fixed it, because I'm looking to buy it, and they told me contact technical support if you're having issues. I'm like, no, I don't have it. I want to buy it. Did you fix it? Oh, just contact tech. I'm like, okay, obviously they don't care about whether, they don't want to. Obviously that means they didn't fix it, so I didn't buy it. But I would give this mouse, what would I give it? Out of 10, in my opinion, probably 8, 7.5 out of 8. It's not the best mouse in the world. It's definitely better ones out there, but it's pretty good. But yep, that's my overview / thoughts and opinions.